He is now in the top 200. Keep this up for the college entrance exams. Top 200. The whole class stares in shock, and even Ella is completely frozen. She expected me to barely climb 100 spots, cracking the top 200 that wasn't in her script. To be completely honest, even I didn't dare to dream of such a massive leap. After the grind of my previous life, I've got zero interest in wasting a single second of this one. I've finally started locking in and focusing on my studies in ways I never imagined possible. Every day I'm focused in class, then I dive into intense review sessions with the wonderful Sophia. I've realized she actually has a natural-born gift for teaching others. Problems that once seemed like impossible mountains suddenly feel straightforward the moment she starts explaining them. Hard work actually pays off. Wait, are you sure Teach Jack's scores were a total disaster before? How is that even possible? I'm not mistaken, the teacher replies, glancing my way with a calm smile. Having a student constantly tanking the class average had been a quiet nagging headache for him. He clearly had no idea I was capable of pulling off a miracle like this. Getting that genuine recognition from him feels amazing. Then I notice Ella burning a hole through me. So how'd I do? You called me a slow learner, remember? 10 kilometers, Ella. Don't forget our bet. Ella bites her lip hard. She honestly can't wrap her brain around how this happened. Is it possible that Sophia is actually some kind of genius-level tutor? School's over, and Ella has to start her 10-kilometer run. I'm staying behind just to enjoy the view. I chill quietly on the sidelines, keeping a cheeky eye on her progress from a distance. Seeing her finally face a dose of reality brings a wave of satisfaction I can't even describe. Man, this feels good. Like, really, really incredible. Ryan's fuming nearby at my new distant attitude. Bree glares my way, then whispers something to Ryan. Top 200 whatever. It's not like he's number one. He acts like he owns the place. Ella took first place, and she isn't even half as smug as this guy is. Ryan actually took second place himself. He just keeps his eyes on Ella struggling through her laps. A deal is a deal, he says calmly. Ella is tough enough to handle a little loss. Grades aside, Bree scoffs. He still goes home to that woman. The whole situation is just gross. Stop with the rumors. Ryan snaps. Honestly, Ryan, you're just way too decent for this crowd. Bree gives him a supportive pat. By the time Ella finishes her 10 kilometers, the sky is pitch dark. She limps back absolutely drenched in sweat and shoots a sharp look in my direction. Satisfied now, I nod cheerfully. Great effort. Feel free to bet against me again whenever you like. I stand up and stroll off the school grounds feeling lighter than I have in years, as Ella watched my silhouette disappear into the distance. I was glowing with pure happiness, even adding a cheeky little victory skip to my step. She still pictures me as her pining puppy, but I'm too busy moving on to even look back. She glances at Sophia and wonders, is Jack actually going to end up with her? Their family backgrounds match perfectly. If he really does choose Sophia over everyone else, the moment that thought hits her, Ella feels a strange cold sting she didn't expect. It's a sharp prick of irritation, like something she once owned has been snatched away. Ella. Ryan notices her staring blankly after me. You must be absolutely exhausted. Here, have some water. He offers her a bottle, and Ella reaches out to take it. Thank you. She's always the polite one with Ryan. You worked hard today. Ryan encourages her. It is quite odd, though. Jack's scores were always rock bottom for him to suddenly soar like this. You don't think he cheated? Bree chimes in instantly. That's exactly my theory. He definitely cheated just to make Ella look bad. I mean, how else can you explain it? She tutored him daily, and he was still failing. Then suddenly he passes easily. Ryan frowns at Bree. We can't make accusations without any real proof. If he targets you for that, you're on your own. Bree declares she is reporting me to the teacher tomorrow. Heading home, I can't wait to tell Sophia how Ella lost. Sophia earned the credit, but Auntie Chen says she's missing. I swap my uniform for casual clothes and visit the kitchen. Dad is away, leaving me alone. Time to give Sophia a call. Sophia enjoys a dip while the housekeeper brings her the phone. She doesn't hear, so the maid mentions it is Jack calling. Sophia pops up instantly and glides gracefully out of the water. A warm towel is waiting to be wrapped around her shoulders. She picks up her icy expression, softening just a little bit. Hello, hope I'm not interrupting your swim. No, I am free. Since you missed our session today, I felt like reaching out. My academic level skyrocketed. I even broke the top 200. Watching her face, the consequences was honestly such a huge relief. Sophia settles into a lounge chair, listening to my excited rambling. I check if she's still there. Congratulations, she answers warmly. Thanks for tutoring me daily. You deserve a well-earned break now. Go relax for a bit. I will try studying solo tonight. If I struggle, I will text. I linger before hanging up. Is everything okay? You sound distant. Can I help you somehow? She is surprised. After all, we are teammates in this, right? You have helped me immensely, so I want to reciprocate now. Her coaching is why my abilities reached a legendary new level. I cannot just take her kindness without giving something in return. Since she lacks nothing, kindness is my only currency. Sophia listens. Hearing the word partners makes her smile. Okay, Jack. Next morning, I arrive to find our teacher looking incredibly stern and grim. She stands before us radiating pure fury at the whole class. Her gaze locks onto me. Jack, stand up right this second. I rise completely baffled by her sudden and intense anger today. An anonymous tip claims you cheated on the exam. Any defense? Cheating. I immediately scan the room to find the culprit's face. Everyone is staring. Bree and Ryan are sharing a smug look. She keeps going. Your past grades were low, making this sudden improvement quite suspicious. We have decided you must retake the test with new questions. I am fuming. A retake. This is totally unfair and annoying. Bree can't hide her joy. See, I told you, he cheated. If you're innocent, why be afraid? Just take the test again. She grins like she finally caught me in a clever trap. This is ridiculous. You reported me without having a single clue. Accusers need proof, Bree. Where is your evidence for these claims? Without it, this is slander. I can't retake tests every day. In this case, there's no reason to even attend school. Ella's eyes widen in sheer shock the moment I finally find my voice. I used to be a total doormat, rarely ever standing up for myself. But today, my words are sharp, clear, and perfectly aimed like a strike. She's looking at me like I'm a completely different person than she knew. To be honest, I feel like I've finally leveled up into someone new. Seeing my resolve, the teacher suggests a retest to settle the matter fairly. Retaking the exam is a lovely way to prove your innocence, Jack. You wouldn't want these nasty rumors following you around forever, would you? She clearly doubts my skills, so I just give her a polite smile. I'd be absolutely delighted to retake the exam, dear teacher. It's honestly quite absurd to be accused like this without a shred of proof. I truly have no idea why Bree is so determined to catch me. If I score even higher next time, won't she just find another excuse? Since she decided to report me without a single piece of evidence, if I am proven innocent, how about Bree gets expelled for her lies? Expelled. The teacher pauses, wondering if things are getting too dramatic for school. Since Bree is a top student, the teacher naturally favors her side. But these nasty rumors are doing some serious damage to my reputation. What if this pressure pushes me to do something a bit drastic? That would be unfortunate. Suddenly, the room becomes incredibly quiet and tense. I turn toward Bree and smile. What's wrong? Feeling a bit nervous. Are you scared to bet I thought you were certain I cheated? My little challenge hits a nerve, and she takes the bait instantly. I'll bet my future. We all know Jack's grades aren't exactly impressive. I am absolutely certain that he cheated on this exam. My confidence only makes her more sure that I'm hiding a secret. She tells the teacher, if he's guilty, then he should be expelled too. I simply refuse to attend class with someone so dishonest. It's a deal, and I agree before the teacher can even interject. The teacher asks me to see her after class and walks out. Bree gives me a smug look, eagerly waiting for my public downfall. Ella is just stunned that I'd put my enrollment on the line. Jack, are you sure? If you fail this, you're out for good. Just go apologize. That's much better than being kicked out of school. A simple monthly exam isn't worth losing your entire future over. I'll even help you if you apologize. Remember your 10-kilometer run. She puts on a lovely caring act, but I see right through it. She's been so cold lately, but now she's playing the concerned friend. It's quite the performance for someone who was just ignoring me. I smile. You think I'm a total fraud as well, don't you? You're only standing here to put on this little show, Ella. Why not lecture Bree? She is your boyfriend's best friend after all. Bree might be the one shouting, but Ryan is the true mastermind. He loves playing the saint while others do all his dirty work. I remember exactly what kind of snake he was in my past life. I witnessed everything. Every time Ella and I clashed, he was right there cheering for my downfall from the shadows. Ella had good intentions, but seeing me reject her help makes her face go ice cold. It is for your own sake, she claims. For my sake, I just stare at her, purely amused. What is the matter? Is waitressing too hard? Are you here to leech off me once more? The moment I mention her being a parasite, Ella's expression turns sour. She stays silent, jaw clenched. It seems her part-time gig is not going well lately. Schoolwork already has her overwhelmed, and that student council duty only adds more pressure. She gets home late every single night, and that tiny paycheck barely covers the basics. I spoiled her with a luxurious lifestyle that she simply cannot afford on her own now. Now she is discovering how brutal it feels to go from high-end luxury to absolutely nothing. She likely thought I was just having a rich boy tantrum trying to annoy her for a while. However, she is starting to realize something feels very different this time. I have completely stopped chasing her. No matter how cruel she was, I always used to return. She remains silent, unable to argue. I can't help but smile at the sight. Are you still expecting me to throw a fit and then beg for your forgiveness like before? I honestly understand. I used to be quite the big spender myself in the past. After being kicked out with nothing, those bitter days left a permanent scar on my soul. If you have always been poor, maybe the struggle is somewhat manageable. But when comfort is all you know, losing it all feels like a nightmare you cannot escape. Back in those dark days, I would lie awake every night lost in desperate dreams. I dreamed Ella would finally realize I was innocent and come rushing to find me. I hoped she would take me back, but I waited forever and she never showed. Not until the very moment my first life came to its tragic end. I trusted her only to hear she was marrying someone else, after setting me up all along. Ella's life is getting tough now. After all, I was the one funding her for years. I do not need your pity. Ella snaps her lips pressed into a thin, angry line. If you expect me to come back and comfort you, then you are definitely dreaming, girl. If you want my help, then beg for it. Maybe then I will feel generous enough. I might even toss you some cash. I say it with a grin, feeling cold inside. It is not as if I would actually forgive her, just because she started begging, but I crave seeing her desperate and on her knees. She has always been too arrogant. I hate that look she gives me. After all, she completely destroyed me in my past life. This time I will not let her off easy. I'll give her just enough hope to suffer. Not a chance, Ella says coldly, turning her back on me without a second glance. I am in no hurry at all. Once class ends, I make my way to the office. Alongside my homeroom teacher, the dean of students is waiting there for me as well. Plus 2 other faculty members. They have a fresh set of exam questions ready for me. Once I finish, they grade it together. The results are in and my score is incredible. It is undeniable proof that I did not cheat. My teacher looks absolutely stunned by this. You obviously did not cheat, but why on earth were your grades so pathetic before now? I recall how obsessed I was with Ella back then. I was young, foolish, and lazy. I just tell them I got a new tutor and the results speak for themselves. Perhaps only those who have truly lost everything can appreciate how precious these school days are. After all, school is one of the rare places where hard work actually yields a reward. Beyond those school gates, the world gets quite brutal. I head back to class for the verdict. Our teacher and the dean arrive together to announce the official results. It's confirmed I'm innocent. Bree's face falls into a state of pure panic. How is he not cheating? The teacher's expression remains stone cold. Class spirit has really plummeted lately. Friends should be supporting each other's growth. Making wild assumptions about a hardworking student is the worst low blow possible. Hopefully everyone takes this little life lesson to heart today. I glance at Bree. You promised to leave if I was innocent. You wouldn't lie, would you? Bree stutters. Ah, so you're backing out. Some people's words are worth 0. Don't make bets you can't keep. Jack, please. Ryan acts like a saint now that Bree is sinking. We're all friends here. No need to be so dramatic, right? Bree was just worried. She didn't want you taking the wrong path. She meant well. Give her a break. Suddenly, everyone starts siding with him. Honestly, expulsion is way too extreme. I scan the room, amused by opinions that cost them absolutely nothing. They really do adore Ryan. Whatever he says becomes the law. Since you're so worried, why not drop out instead of her? Ryan's eyes well up as if I'm the big scary bully here. Suddenly, the whole class turns on me. Bree was the attacker, not Ryan. Why are you being so mean? Ryan actually cares. He tries to treat every single student with kindness. It's me against the world. Kindness. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If I were leaving today, would any of you have spoken up? Absolutely, Ryan chirps. I've always told people to be kinder to you. His performance is exhausting. I turn my focus back to Bree. Fine, stay. But since your word is worthless, run 20 kilometers instead. Bree looks horrified. 20 kilometers, and does he want her to pass out? She's not exactly an athlete. If you can't do it, start packing. I lean back, relaxed. Honestly, I don't care if she stays or goes. But without a penalty, everyone will keep treating me like a target. Everyone pays their debts. I'll run, Bree barks. But there's a catch. You'll shout your apology every lap admitting you lied about my cheating. Let the entire school hear the truth. Isn't that excessive? You're forcing her to humiliate herself in front of everyone? Compared to her trying to ruin my life, I'm being quite merciful. After class, Bree starts her 20-kilometer marathon to save her spot. She has no choice. I'm staying right here to watch. I sit on the steps, tracking every lap. I'm not letting her off. Her stamina is nothing like Ella's. She's slow and shouting that apology is draining her energy. She's almost collapsing. Ryan walks over. Jack, she's learned her lesson. Let it go. She's not an athlete. 20 kilometers might actually put her in the hospital. So if her lies had ruined my future, that would have been my problem. Ryan shrugs, saying, but you're perfectly fine. You wouldn't do something like that, he adds. I study him. Golden light silhouettes him, masking his expression in a mysterious shadow. That smug vibe. Before I regressed, he called just to gloat. Did he help Ella ruin my life back then? I'm unsure, but he definitely knew every single dirty detail. They ruined me together, yet he dares call me rude now. Bold of you. How long will you play the harmless guy? Think I'll just obey like every other person in this world. Adoring you, if it's a problem, go run her laps yourself. Or hush. Seeing Ryan falter, Ella jumps to his defense. Jack, stop, Ryan's just helping. Any disaster is on your head. I smirk. Saving your hero. Ryan looks at Ella's worried face. Noticing her distress, he ignores whatever drama was happening at home. He faces me. Jack, hate me, but don't bully my friends. About Ella. If you think I stole her, just take her. Ryan, Ella snaps. Don't I feel zero attraction toward that guy? Ella quickly scrambles to reassure her precious golden boy Ryan. They're such a perfect pair. I look like the villain, hilarious. Keep her, Ryan. I don't recycle trash. I continue before she speaks. About Bree, everyone knows she picked this fight with me first. I'm being generous. If she hates running, she can just quit. I won't stop her. I used to play the nice guy. And where did being a polite saint get me, exactly? I was the doormat once. This time I'm living for me. I don't care what you think. Ella sighs and gives up. She tells Ryan he's hopeless. If Bree gets hurt, he'll pay. Let's go. She drags Ryan away. Bree collapses after 10 kilometers. She faints. Ella and Ryan panic and rush her to doctors. I follow. Ella glares at me, looking smug. Are you happy? Totally, why not? I calmly call the hospital director right then. I assign the top specialists and pay every single medical bill. They wanted to use Bree's collapse to make me the villain, but now I've left them absolutely speechless with my generosity. Ryan watches over Bree. You okay? Bree groggily wakes up. Ryan, he pats her shoulder. Feeling okay. Everything hurts. She moans dramatically. She's acting. I lean back casually, sipping a carton of yogurt. The specialist cleared you, Bree. You're actually in perfect health. Your stamina is just trash. The doctors suggest way more exercise. Tomorrow, don't forget the last 10 kilometers. Bree's eyes pop open. She fainted, and I'm still counting. Are you trying to kill me? Relax, you're not going to die, I reply with a smile. If you faint, my top-tier medical team is ready. Bree turns red. I raise an eyebrow, voice smooth as silk. What's wrong? Thinking of quitting, you can always just drop out of school. Give it a rest. I hear your parents work at the Shunga group, I say. Bree's eyes widen. He knows her family. So you investigated me, whatever. Bree clenches her fists in anger. I'll finish the run tomorrow. Perfect. The medical bills are already fully taken care of. And just so you know, as long as those 10 kilometers aren't finished yet, even if you pass out, I'll have doctors bring you back. I walk out cheerfully. Ella watches me leave, frowning at the cold, polite expression on my face. Bree is totally fine. After some rest and an IV, the others take her home. I'm certainly not staying idle either. At home, I post photos of the medical receipts directly to the class group chat. Having seen enough traps in my past life, I won't give them ammunition against me. Finally, I lie down. The next day, Bree dutifully runs her remaining 10 kilometers. After that lesson, she doesn't dare act up around me like she did before. Whatever bitterness she feels, she keeps it buried deep inside her. No more finger pointing. Even the other students are looking at me quite differently now. Now everyone treats me with newfound caution. Everyone saw what happens to my enemies. Plus, it turns out I'm incredibly wealthy. Cross him and he'll pay your hospital bill. They finally stopped calling me a simp. They quit mocking my grades, but they still whisper about my older woman friend. Someone even posted photos to the school forum anonymously. No one knows who. By the time I see the post, the replies are already piling up. They won't confront me directly. Now the internet is their only sanctuary. Hidden behind screens, they feel safe. It's now a bright Monday afternoon. Leaving school, I spot two gorgeous girls standing right at the front gate. Those are Yongchuan uniforms. Sophia wears that, so I recognize it immediately. A nearby guy gasps, wow, they are absolutely stunning. That's Lily from the tennis team. I used to only care about Ella. No other girls even registered then. I'd heard of Lily, but now I see she truly has a great figure. But compared to Sophia, she isn't even in the same league. What was wrong with my past self turning down someone like Sophia? Looking at Sophia now, her true beauty is honestly breathtaking. Put her next to anyone and she will always come out on top. My driver is waiting, but Lily suddenly steps right into my path. You're Jack, right? She asks, eyeing me with intense curiosity. I ask flatly, who are you? Lily just gives me a playful smile. Aren't you the boy being kept by that older woman? She teases. You're famous on the forums. The rumors even reached our school. Of course, they also say I'm not someone to be trifled with. My history with Bree is being retold everywhere. How interesting to hear it. I actually find this quite amusing. I'm not annoyed at all. Lily, is it? I ask calmly. She stares totally caught off guard. You know me. She smiles. I heard you were Ella's biggest fan. Interested in me? Sorry, but I don't live off of others. She gasps dramatically, as if me knowing her name was an attack. I look at her amused. Is your family too poor for a mirror? Poor thing. If you're broke, I'll buy your mirror. Go check yourself. Interested in you? That's hilarious. I'll just keep walking. Lily is fuming, her pride shattered. I don't look back. I leave, but a wicked smile grows on Lily's face. Jack, calling me ugly takes guts. It's not over. Home at last. Sophia finally shows up after several days. Snowball is wild with joy. He really missed her. All finished, I ask. As Sophia stands, I glance over. She's stunning, really. I feared you'd quit tutoring me. I sampled other tutors recently, but honestly, nobody teaches like you. Not at all, Sophia replies softly. Life gets hectic, no worries. I'm just happy you're here. If personal matters come up, please handle them first. In my past life, I was so cruel to her. Yet she still cared for my body when I died. My past sins make a short wait feel like nothing. Time to study. I mean it. We head inside together. I've prepared many questions to level up my brain. Sophia watches me. She knows about the rumors online. Naturally, she felt a bit anxious for me. Worried I'd be crushed, she's relieved I'm doing great. She stays quiet as her phone buzzes on the table. She checks the screen. Oh, a message from Lily. Sophia, you're coming to Thursday's big match, right? Sophia promised, but she's unpredictable, so Lily's worried. Sophia just types a single word, yeah. After studying, she says, I'm visiting your school. Surprise. Match is at Minga's. I'll be there to cheer. She nods, reminiscing about the old me I once was. I used to chase Ella like a lost puppy. I never noticed Sophia before, but things have changed. I'll cheer for you. A sweet smile touches her lips. Thursday arrives. The campus is buzzing with excitement. The Young Chuan girls team. Seriously powerful. Lily is pretty, but she's no match for our queen. Ella is the total package, beauty and brains. Perfect grades and a killer. Serve, Ella has it all. Fans everywhere, but Ryan is acting like a grump. The truth about Ella's gambling father is haunting him. He knows the drama. I'm busy leveling up my knowledge. Old me would have led the cheering for Ella. Looking back, it feels totally ridiculous. While they gossip, everyone else is busy supporting Ella. I'm excluded until someone mentions, is Sophia here? Will she show Sophia is the only one beating Ella? Her name has definitely left quite an impression on everyone. Probably not. She's known for rarely attending these events. Spotting her is rare, and mentioning her name upsets Ella. She shifts uneasily, her eyes slowly drifting over toward me. Seeing me focused on my book really catches her off guard. No cheers for her. She asks if studying actually works. I look up, surprised she's even bothering to talk to me. True, not everyone is born a gifted genius like you. Hard work is key. Does my progress really bother you? Why would it? I'm rich and quite a handsome fellow. If I beat both your grades, what will you have left? Ella laughs. You've improved, but top 200 is nothing. The higher you climb, the harder the competition will get. You'll likely fall. Are you really trying to overtake me? To her, him reaching the top 200 was luck. Beating her impossible. Sophia has that natural raw talent. Ella can never understand how Sophia's brilliant mind works. Jack can't simply overcome her years of elite academic advantage. Who knows? Nobody can truly predict the fate of tomorrow. No time, Ella leaves to prepare for her big match. Ryan is close by, catching every single word we say. He fumes, silently annoyed I'm still trying to reach Ella. Is he not disgusted? He acts friendly and invites me to cheer for Ella. Since I stopped the gifts, her extra perks have vanished. Ryan wants to keep me around to restart the cash flow. He simply can't afford to have me walk away now. If I chase Ella, the luxury spending starts back up. Lately, Ella is busy grinding through exhausting part-time jobs. She can't even give him rides like she used to. Compared to when I paid, the lifestyle drop is massive. Besides, Ella wouldn't date a guy with such messy rumors. Ryan feels safe, but I shut his pitch down immediately. Not interested. Ryan is stunned. Why the sudden change? Ella likes you. Weren't we all such good friends once? I look at him and remember my past life's tragedy. I gave her everything just to hear her say yes. Back then, Ryan was playing this exact same game. He praised her daily, never once worried I'd steal her away. I used to think Ryan was a decent guy. Later, I realized he knew Ella would never love me. She'd use me and they'd both get what they wanted. Hearing him defend her now, I'm not buying the act. I have standards for friends. Ryan is left totally speechless. The others rush in to defend poor, innocent Ryan. Why stay? If he refuses to come, just let him be. They head off to cheer for Ella. I finish up my current tasks and make my way to the gymnasium. Ella has already swapped her school clothes for her athletic gear. Smiling sweetly at Ryan, her sporty outfit reveals a hidden stunning charm. She's always been a sports lover. Seeing her like this makes Ryan blush. As I enter, Ella's eyes lock onto mine. Didn't you say you weren't coming? Ryan follows her gaze to me. I watch their lovey-dovey moment in silence. I head straight for the bleachers, searching for the perfect vantage point. I eventually find a front row seat, keeping a polite distance from Ryan's group. I've just sat down when I spot Lily nearby instead of Sophia. It is that girl from 2 days ago. Lily marches right up to me. "Jack, about the other day, don't you owe me an apology?" I chuckle coldly. "Are you quite certain you didn't start that fire yourself?" If she hadn't mentioned that kept man nonsense, I wouldn't have snapped back. Lily looks genuinely puzzled. "How exactly did I provoke you? Is calling someone a kept man polite? Who else should I have blamed then?" Lily just shrugs. "Well, everyone else is saying it too. If they said you liked girls, would that be true?" Lily freezes. "Who said—" "She actually believes it," I laugh as she stares at me, refusing to leave. "You asked for my name last time. Were you planning on keeping me too?" I am truly speechless. "Clearly, you haven't looked in a mirror lately." Lily tries again. "Between Ella and me, who do you think is prettier?" Ella is the campus queen, but Lily is quite confident in her own stats. I smile. "Do you have a crush on her?" Lily interrupts me immediately. "I meant, do I have a chance you were so into her before? Why not try me instead?" She winks, tossing her hair with dramatic flair. A nearby guy gasps, "Wow, she is absolutely gorgeous." The most shameless move I have ever seen. Suddenly, a loud shriek erupts. I look toward the entrance. Sophia has finally made her grand appearance. Attention snaps from Lily to Sophia. Every single eye is now on her. No one actually expected a high-level beauty like her to show up. Seeing Sophia, Lily ditches our chat and rushes over. "Sophia!" I wave at Sophia with a smile. She remains as calm and elegant as ever. Lily stands by Sophia and follows her gaze right back to me. Seeing my enthusiastic wave, she smirks. "So he prefers Sophia. Too bad. Such a shame. Sophia has never shown any interest in boys. She does not even look twice. He is in for a major disappointment." They head off to warm up, but the crowd's eyes follow Sophia. Ella notices my expression. The moment Sophia entered, I was totally mesmerized. Ella laughs mockingly. Ryan wonders, is Jack actually falling for Sophia? Honestly, even Ryan felt that magnetic pull the second Sophia walked in. But he knows she is a legendary tier far beyond his own reach. She is exceptional in every way, with a solid family background to match. Word is, she ignores all guys. Unlike his feelings for Ella, Ryan won't waste time pining for someone so completely unattainable. Apparently, self-reflection isn't one of my secret leveling up perks. Rumors say I'm a kept man reaching for a star like Sophia. If I were still pursuing Ella, Ryan could actually understand. But chasing a goddess like Sophia is beyond his comprehension. Ella stays silent, assuming I'm only here to cheer for her. Seeing me support Sophia instead has Ella's blood absolutely boiling. She once believed my absence would bring her total relief. Now that I've stopped clinging, she feels unexpectedly rattled. To her, Sophia has always been the ultimate rival player. Living under my roof, she saw the hidden family plan. My father's strategy included a marriage alliance with Sophia. Ella figured Sophia's perfect stats didn't matter because of me. Back then, Sophia's intended husband was Ella's most loyal knight. I ignored Sophia entirely, which was Ella's favorite ego boost. That one victory made all her other struggles feel worth it. But I've switched teams, and now my focus belongs to Sophia. Ella's composure crumbles while Bree and Ryan watch from nearby. I grab waters for the guys, making some casual social gains. Some of these guys used to talk trash in private. Since we're in different classes, I didn't mind their chatter. Seeing me in person, they realize my character isn't bad. Their hostility fades as Bree asks if I'm farming reputation. Ryan thinks I'm just showboating, leaving Bri feeling completely baffled. She can't believe I'm actually attempting the Sophia romance route. Who would want a guy with my reputation as a partner? She's never seen someone flaunt their status so very openly. Now Lily's talking to him. Is he courting every beauty? Ryan sighs, noting my wealth means I don't need study. He finds me pitiful like a player without a tutorial. Bree scoffs, thinking Ryan is far too polite toward me. She only talks trash behind my back like a true NPC. The tennis match begins and I'm locked in on Sophia. The match is absolutely brutal right from the very start. Yellow cards fly for Lily, and Ella stunning the crowd. Usually matches don't begin with such incredible fiery tension. Ella's target is Sophia. She's desperate to reclaim my gaze. She doesn't want me, yet refuses to let me leave. She must win, but Lily's sudden aggression derails her plan. For the talented Sophia, this match feels completely effortless. She isn't even showcasing her true hidden legendary skills. Even against the elites, Sophia is in another league entirely. I sit quietly admiring her truly magnificent tennis skills. While Ella struggles, Sophia radiates a calm and regal energy. Meanwhile, Sophia looks like she's just having some fun. Halftime arrives and the players gather right in my sight. Sophia observes Lily's fierce focus. You're really leveling up today. She sees Lily targeting poor Ella. That's quite unusual for her. Since a guy insulted me, Lily insists, time to put on a show. I'll show him my true power. Sophia notes the challenge, remaining her usual polite, silent self. Lily finishes her water and spins around with total confidence. She catches my eye in the stand's beams and shouts, "So what did you think?" Pretty legendary, wasn't it? I totally demolished your girl, Ella. As those words hang in the air, Sophia shoots her a sharp, knowing look. A sudden chill runs down Lily's neck, a strange contrast to her own fiery, restless energy. I've noticed Sophia usually shows very little enthusiasm toward me. While Lily seeks my attention, Sophia remains poised. She has always been so elegantly reserved. She likely avoids the spotlight, yet her mysterious aura only makes her more captivating to me. I grin and cheer, "Sophia, you were absolutely brilliant out there." Hearing me praise Sophia like that, Lily lets out a playful, witty snort. She nudges Sophia, whispering, "He's just trying to push my buttons on purpose. We had a tiny spat recently, and he's clearly still holding a grudge." Sophia gives Lily a curious glance. "Oh, is that how it is?" She avoids my gaze, but if you look closely, her ears have turned a charming crimson. By the second half, Sophia enters beast mode. Earlier, Ella and Lily were locked in fierce competition. But in the second half, with Sophia dominating Ella, can't land a single shot. It's a total one-sided landslide victory. Team Manhwa suffers a crushing defeat, and Ella is the one who feels the most humbled. For ages, fans compared the legendary Sophia of Yongchuan to Manhwa's star player Ella. The general consensus was that these two rivals were of roughly equal strength. Today settles it. In every way that matters, Ella simply cannot compete with Sophia's power. With every point Sophia scores, I'm cheering wildly, barely able to stay in my seat. I'll admit I overlooked Sophia before. I had no clue her true skills were this insane. Looking back at my old perspective, I really was blind to her talent. Ryan and Bree's cheering section has gone completely silent. They have nothing left to say. My section is overflowing with Sophia's fans, and the atmosphere is absolutely electric. I'm the biggest fanboy here, my eyes locked onto Sophia's every move. I'm low-key squealing when Bree grumbles, "Does he even remember which school he represents?" Luckily, a goddess like Sophia wouldn't notice him, or it'd be physically painful to watch. Just as Bree finishes her sentence, Sophia does something that shocks everyone. She steps off the court marches toward the stands and stops directly in front of me. The crowd goes wild as she nears. I look at her, thinking, "You are truly amazing." Sophia softly asks, "Water." Her voice is as refreshing as a gentle, smooth breeze. How can one person be this exceptional and have such a soothing voice? It's simply unfair. A guy nearby eagerly offers his bottle, but Sophia politely ignores the gesture. Her eyes lock on mine. I hand her a bottle, whispering softly, "You were truly incredible out there today." Those few polite words are enough to make a shy smile dance on Sophia's lips. With the whole crowd watching, she tips the bottle back and drinks gracefully. Lily, who was all set to steal the spotlight, watches. This unfold in total shock. What just happened? She's been working so hard all day just to impress him. Sophia claimed the moment effortlessly. More importantly, she's never shown interest in any guy before. She always brings her own water to every match. She ignores all the boys, keeping everyone at a polite distance, both at school and elsewhere. And yet, could the legendary Sophia actually have feelings for him? The realization hits Lily like a shock. Sophia finishes her water and says, "Time to change. Let's walk home together after school." I nod politely. "Sure." Sophia turns to leave. Lily's jaw drops in disbelief. "Sophia, you actually know him." Sophia replies calmly, "I'm the one pursuing him." Everyone says I'm a kept man, but Sophia just claims she's chasing me. Pursuing. Since when does a star like Sophia ever need to chase anyone? Usually, one tiny nod and every guy would be tripping over themselves to be with her. Noticing the stare, Sophia asks, "Got a problem?" Lily quickly shakes her head. She wouldn't dare. She never imagined our humble protagonist was the one Sophia had her eye on. Lily was flirting with me all day, unaware she was teasing Sophia's favorite person. Recalling her earlier words, Lily wants to slap herself right in front of Sophia. She scrambles to apologize. "I swear I had no idea. I never would have acted that way toward him if I knew he was yours." Sophia remains perfectly composed. "It is fine. He wasn't interested in you anyway." Now that is a polite burn. Lily wonders if that was necessary, but seeing Sophia's serious face, she asks, "Where do things stand between you two?" Sophia replies, "He hasn't fallen for me yet. She's my tutor, yes, but Sophia suspects I haven't truly caught feelings for her. I used to like Ella once. Perhaps she's just a tool to annoy Ella, but if she's useful, she is perfectly happy with that. Just being by my side is already enough to make her heart flutter." Lily processes this and looks at me in the stands. I'm just standing there looking back. After all that cheering, Lily thought I was just a simp for Sophia. Actually, Sophia is the one chasing. The two of them are calm, while everyone else loses it. The whole crowd is reeling from the shocking news they just overheard. The group chat is on fire. Does Sophia actually have feelings for Jack? Not long ago, I was Ella's shadow invisible, while I ran errands like a servant. Day after day, and now someone who totally outclasses Ella has tied herself to me. Ella exits the locker room looking quite frustrated and gloomy. She lost the match, and her opponent didn't just win, she dominated. Ryan and Bree follow, wanting to comfort her, but the words simply won't come out. They feel totally defeated. Earlier, they were certain someone as elite as Sophia would never care about me. Then they watched her walk right up to me. Bree asks, is she blind? How could she like him? Does she even know who Jack is? Ryan is speechless. He used to believe that no matter what, Ella would always choose him. But seeing me with Sophia today pushes him right to the edge. How is a wealthy guy like me suddenly being pursued by someone like Sophia? Maybe they didn't try hard enough. If they cheered for her, would things be different? I walk out of the gym. The guys sitting with me earlier are shocked. Jack, you know Sophia... I give a casual nod. Are you two together? They clearly saw everything. Sophia's look was undeniable. My classmates are buzzing, but I just tell them we're officially engaged. I'm kind to Sophia, of course. It's mostly thanks to my past life memories. Still, I'm not quite sure what she truly thinks of me. After everything with Ella, I won't risk becoming anyone's emotional doormat in this new life. Seeing their curious stares, I mention our families are just close. That's all, folks. So you're actually rich, they ask. Apparently, they thought some older woman was funding my lifestyle. A few look guilty. That's what the school forums claimed anyway. Someone was picking me up, so naturally people talked. I just laugh it off. It doesn't bother me. It's totally fake, and honestly, the whole rumor is pretty hilarious. Like I'd need a sponsor. I wave a polite goodbye to the guys and head to class. I walk into total silence and stares. I'm used to it by now. I sit down, but a girl in front turns with a very salty attitude. She's definitely not happy. We lost the match, yet you're sitting there looking thrilled, she snaps. She's on Ella's team. I just give her a friendly smile. Hey, you lost, not me. Plus, who wouldn't be happy being noticed by the lovely Sophia? You must feel so special, she sneers. I just offer a gentle chuckle. Upset she didn't pick you, that shuts her right up. She turns back absolutely fuming. A bit later, Ella returns with Ryan and the rest of the crew. Ella flops into her seat. I can practically see the steam coming off her. She's livid. This is her typical mood after losing to Sophia. Every single time. I used to coddle her through these tantrums. Now I find the whole drama quite funny. She catches me smiling and her gaze turns icy. Why the long face? I ask politely. You just weren't skilled enough. Don't blame me. Ella stares at me, completely stunned by my honesty. She lost, and instead of my usual comfort here, I am playfully mocking her defeat. It's clearly getting under her skin. Usually I'd be showering her with gifts after a loss. I'd spend hours cheering her up, telling her she was way better than Sophia. Oh, how times change. Now I'm the one pushing her buttons. Then the bell rings. I pack up and head out. Seeing me leave, Ella jumps up and follows me immediately. She's moving so fast, Ryan can't even keep up. I'm at the stairs when she grabs my arm. I stop and turn to face her. What's up, Ella? Her eyes are red, and she looks like she's barely holding it together. Are you really going to be with Sophia? Her question catches me off guard. She never cared about my dating life before. What's changed in her heart? She's looking at me like I'm the one who betrayed her. How very ironic. I try to gently remove her hand, but she's gripping my wrist tight. I can't help but laugh. Didn't you find my attention suffocating before? You told me every day I spent chasing you was a total nightmare. Your words, not mine. In my past life, I didn't know how she truly felt until the very end. All that love I gave just disgusted her. Giving someone your everything doesn't always make it precious. To her, it was just a burden. Ella freezes, looking completely shocked. She insists she'd never say that. She has zero memory of those cold words. Sure, this version of Ella hasn't said them yet, but that doesn't mean she isn't thinking them. I just let out a cold chuckle. You've always hated me, right? If not, why? Were you always off with Ryan instead? Why did you hand him my treasures? I treated you like royalty, but you treated me like a servant. I squeeze out a few fake tears. To be honest, my heart is empty for Ella. After surviving that past life, only resentment remains within me. I have been down this road before. Loving her again is simply impossible. Yet the previous version of me spent his whole life begging for her affection. He desperately hoped for crumbs of love, only to be left with a tragic ending. Whenever I recall those memories, a hollow sorrow washes over me. This overwhelming sadness surges before I can mask it. Without this second chance, I would still be that man she left in the slums. What a truly miserable person he was. My eyes sting from the thought. Ella stares, noticing my reddened gaze. She only followed me because my closeness to Sophia bruised her ego. But now she sees a deep, genuine pain she never expected from me. She loved Ryan, not me. Why does my sorrow make her feel so guilty? Did her betrayal cut that deep? I do not know, Ella whispers. I just cannot talk about feelings right now. Still making excuses, I see. I gracefully brush away my tears. I get it. You and Ryan are the perfect match, right? So my time with Sophia or Lily is really none of your concern. She looks like she wants to argue. My reaction stirred a guilt she did not expect. Suddenly, Ryan and Bree appear. Ryan looms at the top of the stairs, peering down at us. He looks quite shocked. From his perspective, we are standing very close and Ella is still clutching my hand. Once Ryan appears, Ella snaps back to reality and releases me. I watch her and smirk inwardly. My friendship with Sophia clearly shook her up. Her favorite bank account just walked away. But Ryan is her priority and I cannot wait to see their relationship crumble. I lower my head politely. Please do not seek me out in private. We would not want Ryan to misunderstand. I turn and walk away without a word. As soon as I reach the ground floor, my watery eyes clear instantly. I have no reason to weep for a snake. That display was just me having some witty fun. She played me for a fool in my past life. This time I will not let her off the hook so easily. I will keep her dangling with a tiny flicker of false hope. Ryan slowly descends the stairs and turns to face Ella. What happened? Was he just crying over you? I am leaving, Ella says. She has no idea how to explain this mess. My act proved one clear point. I still care, and her coldness drove me straight to Sophia. She should have been more careful about hiding her fling with Ryan. At the school gate, I see Sophia waiting for me with a smile. She has traded her athletic gear for the crisp school uniform. Lily stands beside her as they both wait there patiently. Lily spots me and nudges her. Look, your man is here. At the sound of her name, Sophia turns my way. The grounds are packed, and every eye is on Sophia now. Seeing her here is different. Lily looks a bit plain, but on Sophia, even a simple uniform looks effortlessly stunning. She sees me and silently takes my bag from me. It is clear from her actions that she genuinely cares. This isn't one-sided. Sophia doesn't care what others might think. Let us grab a bite, she says. I simply nod back. Ella hasn't ruined my mood. She doesn't have that power. Lily beams at me brightly. I just give her a look. Sensing my annoyance, Lily quickly backpedals with a nervous grin. I didn't mean to upset you. Please don't be mad. She apologizes, but I am not in the mood to argue. I turn to Sophia and ask if they are friends. Sophia looks at her and says no. Lily protests immediately. It is all my fault, Lily says, offering an apology. You said I was being kept by some older woman. I was wrong, Lily admits in a very small voice. It is all those online rumors spreading that ridiculous nonsense. I will find who started it and fix everything, I swear. Sophia's family car arrives and she ignores Lily's dramatic vows. She opens the door and tells me to get in. Lily waves as she watches us both get in. I will head off now. I will see you later. Have a happy life together, Sophia just sighs at her. Just ignore her, Sophia says, buckling my seatbelt. We only play tennis together every once in a while. I can't help but remember her grace on the court. You were amazing today, Sophia. You scored so many points. You should have seen Ella's face. Sophia remains quite calm. She simply isn't good enough, Sophia says with total bluntness. She only played because of Ella. Her honesty is refreshing. I find her blunt way of speaking quite amusing, actually. To be fair, every word she said was the truth. You really are something else. I can't find a flaw. You are beautiful, brilliant, and now a literal tennis star. Every guy there today was completely mesmerized by your skills. I don't know them, she says. You are just remarkable. Aren't you worried about being seen so close to me? People will talk. Sophia just looks at me and smiles. Rumors still say I'm being kept by an older woman. My reputation is far from spotless even at school. I honestly couldn't care less about those rumors, Sophia declares. I can't help but let out a small, grateful smile. Looking at her face, it's obvious she's already heard all the nasty gossip going around. She stayed silent about it for days. Was she actually here today just to be my knight in shining armor? Soon our driver pulls up right in front of the restaurant entrance. We just sat down when my phone vibrates. It's a text from Ella with two simple words, I'm sorry. Jack gazes at the screen, momentarily lost in thought as he processes the message. A real apology. She must be desperate to keep me away from Sophia. I guess that's just human nature. Even though she treated me like dirt the second I stopped chasing her, she started to panic. So what's on the menu for you today? Sophia asks with a cheerful grin. I'm not picky at all. Why don't you choose our dishes first? Sophia picks out her favorites, then thoughtfully adds some spicy dishes just for Jack's palate. After so many dinner dates lately, Sophia has his tastes completely memorized. Uncle Owen is still buried in work, I mention with a heavy sigh. He's been so busy lately. The thought hits Jack hard. In his previous life, his father died in a crash right before graduation. Lately, He's been grinding to level up his grades, leaving almost zero time to see his dear father. His father was always a workaholic, never having a single spare moment to spend together. But this time, Jack has a clever strategy ready to go. When the day arrives, he'll make sure his father stays home. That's the only way to stop destiny. Sophia observes Jack eating in silence, his mind obviously miles away from the dinner table. She's caught him spacing out like this quite a few times during their meals. Her intuition tells her he's carrying a deep secret he isn't ready to share just yet. But she's a pro at giving him space so she doesn't press him for any answers. Ella walks in to find her father Steve back from another one of his long gambling benders. He's loitering in her room, greeting her arrival with a cold and icy stare. "How's the situation with Jack?" he asks. "There is no situation," she snaps back instantly. After overthinking her feelings for Jack all the way home, Ella hardens her heart against her father. "Nothing I told you to win him back. How could you fail at something so simple?" Looking at his pathetic state, Ella's voice turns remarkably cold and flat. "Why should I bother? He fired me. You expect me to just crawl back and beg for him? Don't I deserve at least a little bit of human dignity?" Seeing Jack with Sophia definitely hurts, and a small part of her wants to reclaim his heart. But seeing her father like this, she's actually relieved that Jack is far away from her mess. Before she can even finish, Steve lunges forward and delivers a stinging slap to her face. "You brainless girl. If you don't get him back, how are we going to pay for anything? How much cash do you have on you? Hand it over to me right now." He clearly lost it all at the tables again. Ella just stares at him in pure disbelief. "You've been gambling again," she whispers. "Mind your business. Don't start acting like your mother. Keep it up and you'll regret it. When you were with Jack, we were swimming in cash. I could gamble as much as I wanted and it never mattered back then. But no, you had to go and waste your time with that broke loser instead. Now you've let the golden goose escape, you better get him back or there'll be hell to pay." Steve storms out in a rage. Once he's gone, Ella desperately checks the secret spot under her bed. The emergency cash she hid is completely gone. He already found her secret stash. In this tiny apartment, she's never known what it feels like to have a single moment of privacy. Only so many corners exist for hiding secrets. Back then, she'd quietly saved Jack's allowance for college funds. Costs rose and Dad was utterly useless. Relying only on herself, she still couldn't hide her stash. Staring at the empty door, she gives the wall a kick. Leaving the restaurant, the pair finds rain falling. The driver offers Jack an umbrella as he exits the car. Sophia shields him home as the rain pours down. "Please head back," Jack suggests, met by Sophia's gentle gaze. "Good night," she whispers softly, holding Jack's lingering gaze. Her sparkling eyes make him blush. "Get some rest." He nods. "See you tomorrow." Sophia takes the umbrella and departs. Jack watches her leave, realizing she truly brings him joy. As the car fades, a familiar voice calls his name. He turns to see Ella emerging from the shadows soaked. She is drenched, having waited who knows how long. Seeing her shocks me. "What are you doing here?" First an apology text, now this. My act worked wonders. Ella stares at me, instantly killing my happy mood. My face turns icy. "Is Sophia making you that happy?" "I am," Jack replies. "She treats me with kindness." Ella's usual cold mask has slipped, replaced by something tender. Even knowing she is deceitful to the very core, even if it's theater, this new side feels strangely rewarding. "What do you want?" Jack questions as Ella's lips curve into a smirk. "Done with me. What, need more cash again?" Jack sneers. "That look only appears when you're broke." "You're overthinking things," Ella says, holding his steady gaze. "I just wanted to see you. I'm going home now." She turns to leave, but suddenly collapses onto the ground. Jack summons Auntie Chen, who rushes over, clearly shaken. "Miss Ella, what happened?" "She just suddenly collapsed." Auntie Chen shields her and checks for a fever. "She's burning up. Should we take care of her?" "Bring her in. Call a doctor." "To her old room?" Chen asks hesitantly. "What about Uncle Steve's old room?" "Put her there. Her old room was far too luxurious. Giving her that room now would be a total waste. Currently, the staff quarters are more than enough for her." Auntie Chen moves her, then calls for the doctor. The doctor confirms it's just a fever. She rests now. Jack gazes outside at the relentless, heavy night rain, restless. Despite a shower, he sees a text from Sophia. "I'm home." Jack replies, "Just finished my shower. Get some rest now. Good night." Jack puts his phone away and drifts into a peaceful sleep. Next morning, Jack heads downstairs to find a lovely breakfast already prepared by Auntie Chen. He sits down and asks, "How is Ella?" "She woke up at dawn and left immediately." Jack blinks, totally caught off guard. "Really? I assumed she was still here upstairs." "I told her to wait for you, but she simply would not listen to me." "That girl is a total mystery." Jack chuckles. "Honestly, I feel the exact same way. She is impossible to read." Auntie Chen gives the young master a warm, motherly look. "If you ask me, lovely Miss Sophia is a much better match for you, Jack. Please stay away from Ella. Auntie worries he might become a lovesick fool all over again. Jack just laughs. Don't you worry, Auntie. I have got this under control. I only helped because she collapsed. I did not want a bad omen on my conscience, honestly. Auntie Chen beams with a look of pure relief. That is wonderful to hear. Since Jack stopped acting like a lovesick fool, she has finally stopped worrying so much. Our once spoiled young master has truly grown into a very mature young man. By the time Jack arrives at school, Ella has already gone home, changed, and returned. Seeing Jack walk in, she keeps her head down silently. The Ice Queen is officially back. Jack thinks she has some nerve acting like that after everything he did for her. He basically saved her life, yet no thank you, he sits down and ignores her back. Does she really think he is still that same loyal little lapdog from before? Once class ends, Ryan arrives. He and Ella head off together for their student council meeting. Ryan looks at Ella as they walk. Are you feeling any better today, Ella? Ella glances over. I am fine. Yesterday's match was not actually the big problem. However, seeing Ella with Jack yesterday has been weighing heavily on poor Ryan's mind. Ella stays silent. Ever since Steve stole her money, her mood has been quite dark. Ryan notices her silence and takes a steadying breath before speaking his mind. Ella, if you want to be with Jack, I truly support you. I really do. You are overthinking things, Ella says firmly. I have zero romantic feelings for Jack anymore. I am not going back. I just hate seeing him so happy with Sophia lately. I do not want them to have it so easy. Ryan nods, feeling much better. Good. No matter what happens, I am always on your side. Ella gives a tiny nod. She then thinks of her father using her to swindle money from Jack's wealthy family. There is no way she will help him. Steve truly has no moral limits at all. She has always known that and refuses to let him use her as a tool. That is exactly why she bolted from Jack's house the moment she woke up this morning. She wants nothing to do with him. Now Ella spends every moment hanging out with Ryan. She stops hovering around Jack completely, and Jack does not even give her a second thought. He stays focused on his classes and leveling up his future every single day. He spends free time browsing properties and buying low. He knows those prices will soon skyrocket. One sunny afternoon, Jack leaves the school campus a little later than he usually does. He stayed back to finish homework. By then, the school gate is almost completely empty. It's young Master Jack. The moment he steps outside, a familiar voice calls his name. He looks up to see Steve. Oh, Uncle Steve, are you here to see Ella? Steve looks at him. Yeah, just checking on that troublesome girl. She is such a handful. I have been lecturing her lately. It is her fault for chasing that Ryan kid instead. She has no common sense. But please don't be too hard on her, okay? No hard feelings, Jack says with a polite wink. Jack notes Steve's messy hair as Ella and Ryan exit school. Seeing the two together, Ella's jaw nearly hits the floor. Why here last time you vanished with all her cash? He's clearly broke again, but Steve just gives a bored yawn. I'm talking to my future family. Mind your business, kid. Ella glares at Jack. And you still hanging around for what? Look in a mirror before trying to join us. Now leave. She lets Jack have it, holding absolutely nothing back today. Jack knows her frosty side, but this icy blast still stings. He blinks, needing a moment to recover from her sudden fury. Don't flatter yourself. Nobody wants a part of this mess. He walks away as Steve shouts, Don't worry, son-in-law. I'll send her to you once I fix her attitude home. Steve tries to follow, but Ella blocks him like a wall. Steve scowls at her. Just what do you think you're doing? You won't help us. And now you're stopping my progress too. We finally had him. Why do you ruin every single chance? Jack watches from the car as Ella faces Steve's mounting rage. Stay away from my school. I'll go wherever I please. Steve snaps. Where's the cash? Are you useless? I have nothing left, Dad. You drained my college savings last time. Ella cries out. Well, what's your plan now? Steve's temper begins to boil. Back then, Ella had Jack wrapped around her little finger. Jack didn't even mind her spending every day with Ryan then. But times have changed. Jack finally cut her off for good. Steve's desperate now. I'll handle this. Ella says, just go home. I have a work shift. A shift? Are you kidding me? Steve groans. That tiny paycheck won't cover anything you owe. You'd be better off winning Jack back. Look at this mess. You scared him off. I don't even like him. My choice. Steve almost swings, then remembers they are in public view. Finish this later. Give me money or I'll find Jack. Get cash. You're heartless, just like your mother was. Ella's face turns to stone. Your survival isn't my concern anymore. She boards the bus, leaving a fuming Steve on the curb. He looks at the small stack of bills, feeling quite cheated. His daughter's getting much harder to keep under his thumb. Ryan watched the drama from afar, not daring to interfere. He only steps out once the coast is finally clear. He thought Steve was a driver, not Ella's actual father. Seeing him beg for money was a real eye-opening experience. He figured helping would only make the situation even more awkward. So he just stayed hidden and let the storm pass. Jack sits quietly before finally telling the driver to move on. Thinking of Ella's outburst, Jack nearly laughs. Honestly, he's totally over her. She's actually terrified he'll propose just because her dad was being polite. Back home, Auntie Chen beams. "Welcome back, young master." Jack gives a quiet hum, but Auntie Chen senses his mood. "It's nothing," he sighs. "Just ran into a bad omen. Send Sophia up when she arrives. She's been running late lately." As he heads upstairs, Sophia finally makes her grand entrance. The young master seems troubled. Sophia notes her brow furrowed. Auntie Chen whispers, "It's definitely something to do with that Ella girl. She's the only person who can sour his mood like that." Sophia heads upstairs and gently opens the study door. She finds Jack laughing at a popular holiday comedy sketch. He's watching intently, his genuine laughter filling the quiet room. Sophia sits beside him. "You're finally here." Jack smiles. "Got held up," she replies. "You've been busy lately, too." She used to be early, always finishing school before him. Lately, her schedule seems packed, and she simply nods. "Our sessions are safe, and your grades are skyrocketing anyway." Jack looks at her with a soft, thoughtful gaze. "You're heading to the capital after graduation, right?" Sophia is stunned. Her family pushed her to go, but she had stayed. "How did you know?" Jack offers a gentle, knowing smile. In his past life, this was exactly how things played out. Back then, he never even dreamed of leaving this town. He had stayed here just to be near Ella. How blind. Ella was smart enough for the capital, but stayed in Youngville. Jack never understood why she chose to stay behind. She stayed for Ryan. Jack was open. She was a secret. Then his father passed away, making everything much worse. "I'll go," Sophia says softly, but only after the exams. "Do you think I could make it to the capital too?" Sophia nods firmly. "If you want it, you'll get there." Jack closes the video. "Then that's my next level up goal." Sophia is surprised. "The capital," Jack beams. "I'm giving it my all. I've been granted a legendary second chance at life. Aim high. Without a dream, luck won't fall into your lap." Sophia watches him, seeing that familiar spark in his eyes. Feeling better now, he explains the drama. "Isn't it just totally ridiculous? I never even mentioned the word marriage to her. She acted like I was dragging her to the altar. Unbelievable. She likes Ryan fine. I was just blind before." Sophia smiles warmly. "Our Jack is honestly the best. You're way too good for someone like her." Jack catches her sincere gaze and his heart skips a beat. A blush creeps up. Goodness, he's losing his cool already. He figured his heart withered away back in his previous life. Yet Sophia's sweetness awakens a shy side he didn't know existed. He pauses, trying to act like a cool protagonist. "Is that your usual charm?" he teases. "Not at all," Sophia replies gently. "I don't just say that to anyone." "Wait, does that mean he's special?" Sophia flusters, looking away with a sudden overly serious pout. "I simply promised Uncle Owen I'd look after you properly." Mentioning his dad instantly drains the romantic tension from Jack's sails. Honestly, she's far too polite and obedient for her own good. "If your family chose another suitor, would you just obey them too?" Sophia blinks. Her face is a mystery. Sensing he hit a nerve, Jack quickly backtracks. "Forget I asked, just a little joke, no need for the serious face." Now I feel like a villain picking on a poor maiden. Jack wonders if she actually likes him. Sophia is there, a lucky guy. Taken aback, she blinks. "Why on earth would you ask that?" "Just curious you follow my dad's rules, but your heart is yours. If your soulmate is out there, don't stay here out of duty." Sophia stares at him, a heavy silence hanging between them for a moment. "We've been together every single day lately," she whispers softly. "Are you tired of me?" Her eyes shimmer with hurt. Jack panics. "I'm heading home. I didn't mean it like that, I promise." "Hey, wait," but she's already vanished like a leaf in the wind. Auntie Chen spots her hurrying down. "Leaving so soon, Miss Sophia." Sophia nods tightly and rushes out. "Be safe, dear," Auntie calls after. Jack reaches the hall only to find an empty space where she was. "What now?" Auntie asks. She's upset again. Jack sighs. "I was just chatting." How does she find a way to get offended by everything? So sensitive? He moves to follow, but Auntie Chen stops him with a hand. "The real estate agents are arriving any minute for that meeting." "Right, he's got property levels to grind and business deals to close. He stays to handle work." Meanwhile, Ella finds Steve still lurking at home. Usually he'd be gone, but today he's empty-handed and grumpy. After failing to find hidden cash, he's just sitting there in a cloud of smoke. Seeing Ella return, Steve sneers with a bitter, sarcastic tone. "All that work for pennies. 1,000 a month is barely a start. It's nothing compared to the gold mine Jack used to provide us. Whatever I have, I earned with my own 2 hands. Ella retorts, "Effort is cheap. You'll never earn what Jack gave away like candy. Stop acting so proud of your hard work. It's embarrassing. Status and cash rule this world. Remember our life at Jack's mansion. We had everything then. Look at us now." "I'm not doing it," Ella snaps. Aren't you worried they'll catch your scams one day? You'll lose everything. Just don't drag me into your mess. Ella glares at him defiantly. You talk about status, yet you've never built anything as a father. Steve chokes on his words before grumbling, I just had bad luck. And your mother. That woman was useless, always falling sick. She held me back. That's why I pushed you toward Jack. Ryan has nothing. Marry him and you'll spend forever just trying to survive. Jack's family's wealthy and he adored you. Just be sweet, he'd be yours. Ella sighs. I don't like him. I won't date someone I don't like. Like him. Liking isn't money. I'm not asking for a fairy tale romance. I just want his cash. What's the issue? I won't do it, she snaps. Thinking of Jack, she knows they belong in completely different worlds. She simply refuses to walk that golden path beside him. Life was easier with him, but her father's greed is just repulsive. He chased her mother away and treated Ella like garbage for years. Now he wants a free ride. He's just a gambler who deserves nothing. Steve snorts. Without my good looks, would anyone even look at you? And sure, your grades are fine, but mine were decent too. Owen isn't special. His scores were worse than mine. He only succeeded thanks to family money. Ella's expression turns ice cold. She retreats to her room, locking out her father's endless, angry ranting. She grabs some tissue and plugs her ears to block him out. Next morning, Jack spots Ella at school, and there's a bruise on her face. Who hit her? Jack remembers the tense scene with Steve yesterday. Did that man actually strike her? Ella quietly takes her seat. The room goes silent. Ryan sees the injury and looks completely horrified. Ella sits in silence. Jack can't take his eyes off her. She's so stubborn and perpetually unlucky. He just has to say something. Did your dad do that? Ella glares. What you want to save me? Fine, give me millions then. He's drowning in massive gambling debts. Pay his debts and I'll date you. How does that sound? She mocks him with her eyes, treating him like he's totally foolish. It's infuriating. I only asked a simple question, Jack grumbles. Suddenly you're demanding millions and a relationship. That's crazy. Stay out of my life then. Ella looks down, hiding her face. The truth, it wasn't her father who hit her this time. Debt collectors cornered her this morning looking for Steve. She got hurt. They threatened her. Back when she lived with Jack, she was safe. Her father had a job then, and Jack's money kept them afloat. Even when Steve took her cash, he didn't leave her totally broke. She intentionally spent money like crazy. She spent it all just to keep it out of her father's hands. Now her life is a mess, but she won't crawl back to Jack. Using Jack to please Steve, that's a path she won't take. She's terrified of becoming a parasite just like her father. Jack gazes at her warmly. Actually, I really do care about you. That word care stuns her. She looks up as Jack gives a sly smile. I care so much hearing your life is miserable makes me happy. The main character delivers an absolute bombshell. When your father visits next, Jack adds cheerfully, I'll cheer him on. Ella fuming grabs books. Pushed to her limit, she finally snaps. Do you think Sophia will actually make you happy? She's completely out of your league, Jack. She must have an agenda. Jack clenches his jaw. My business with Sophia doesn't concern you, Ella. Jack looks at Ryan, who is diligently studying. Normally he'd help, but today he ignores her. He's just studying, she claims. Right. Yesterday he stayed far away from your family drama. Are you getting dumped by both of us, Ella? Ryan is sharp and avoids anything that hurts him. Ella seems to have it all going for her. But her gambling father is a major red flag. Previously, my family's wealth kept their romance alive. Ella used my money to manage her messy father. Since I cut ties, her life is finally cracking. In my past life, this never would have happened. I solved all her problems before they even started. Now my words leave her with no escape. As predicted, Ryan stays busy and ignores her. Bree gasps, Ella, did you get into a fight? Fighting is definitely not for a model student. It's nothing. Ella sighs while Bree eyes me. Should we report this? Do you need help? I wonder aloud what Ryan is so busy with. He's writing a speech. Why do you ask? Too busy to notice his injured girlfriend, then? Bree bristles, saying, it's none of my business. Ryan cares about her more than anyone else does. He's absolutely devoted to her, Bree exclaims. They're attending college together, unlike you, Jack. Wealth won't buy you a passing exam score. Ryan sits nearby, listening to Bree's loud rambling. He desperately wishes he could just shut her up. He was trying to stay invisible, but Bree's loud. I turn to Ella. Which college is the goal? In my previous life, they both attended Youngville. Why did a genius like Ella settle for Youngville? Was it for Ryan? Ella stares back at me. Why ask? Just curious, Jack says with a grin. Maybe I'll apply too, so we stay together. I want to see if your love survives. Are you for real? Bree scoffs. Your scores aren't even in their league. Do you honestly think you can keep pace with them? You've improved, sure, but you're not top 10. Can you really make the cut? Ella's expression is just as skeptical. She gives him a very dry look. We're aiming for the elite tier. Try to keep up if you can. Deep down, Ella's heart is truly set on those top 2 spots. The capital means escaping Steve and finding her mother. Youngville just won't do. Jack looks genuinely baffled. Why on earth would I settle for Youngville? That might be your limit, but it's not mine. Ella retorts. Fine then. Jack flashes a confident grin. The top 2 it is for me too. Bree finds his ambition funny but stays quiet to avoid actually making him angry. She whispers to Ryan, Jack is totally overestimating himself. Don't you think he really believes he can break into the top 2? Is he truly that delusional about his grades? Ryan wonders, watching Jack closely. He once hoped Jack would fall back into his old feelings for Ella, but Sophia's arrival makes that fate feel like a distant memory now. He turns to Bree. Tell me, do you think Jack still loves Ella? If he does, that would be the perfect outcome for us. Jack's protection would stop Steve's drama and fix Ella's empty pockets instantly. Bree's eyes narrow sharply. If he even dreams of going back, I'll finish him. Ryan just sighs at his fiery, impulsive friend. Having a friend who misses the point this often is truly exhausting work. Later that afternoon, Ryan pulls Ella aside. That injury, what really happened? Did your dad do that? No. Ella sighs. Debt collectors came looking for him. A violent clash over money. Ryan had already guessed as much yesterday. Ella nods slowly. Yes, that's the truth of it. Ryan gathers his courage. Ella, you can't keep living on the edge like this. Have you thought about asking Jack for help? What help? Ella asks, confused. You used to tutor him, right? Why not go back to that? We weren't kind before, I admit, but he's still a wealthy young master. We should probably start being a little warmer toward him. He wouldn't mind an extra tutor. No, Ella says firmly. I won't do it. She was already let go by Jack. She refuses to go back and beg. She may be broke, but her pride is still intact. It's just for money, Ella. It pays way better than that exhausting cafe job ever could. And it would solve your father's disaster in a single heartbeat. Something about Ryan pushing her toward Jack feels very wrong to Ella. Ryan smiles gently. Why would I be upset you don't even like him? And for a guy like Jack, spending money on you is the highlight. Everyone knows he's close with Sophia now. Ella reminds him quietly. If I crawl back now, imagine the rumors. I won't sell my dignity. Ryan pushes back. Sophia will find out the truth sooner or later. Once she does, she'll want absolutely nothing to do with him. You'd just be reaching out as a friend. That's perfectly normal, right? Besides, you don't really want to watch him crash and burn, do you? True Sophia is a total catch. But let's be real, this engagement is purely business. Sophia likely doesn't have genuine feelings for Sav or him. Seeing her hesitate, Ryan gently persists. If you're shy, I'll just chat with Jack myself. I'll simply ask him to hire you back as his tutor. Believe me, I'll handle it. Ella graduating high school is your number 1 priority now. With your father's recent troubles, your graduation is starting to look a bit uncertain. Ella watches Ryan, her heart still heavy with doubt. Frustration flares up inside her. Do you really think I'm helpless without Jack? That wasn't my point, Ryan replies. Jack's just trying to bait me and I won't play along. Plus, given my dad's mess, dragging Jack into my family drama would just be wrong, wouldn't it? Without another word, Ella marches straight into the meeting room. Later, after gym class, Jack ditches the crowd to cool off under a tree. Ryan wanders over. Why the solo hangout session? He sounds friendly enough. Jack slowly looks up at him. He knows Ryan wants a favor. Would think I've got other friends here. Since the big fallout with the duo, the school has basically ghosted him. He lacks their natural charisma. Ryan and Ella are basically the school's royalty. But Jack is totally fine. If being an outcast bothered him, he would have snapped a long time ago. Ryan sits down, eyeing Jack's pricey designer gear. Wow, he really is loaded now. Hey Jack, can we talk? Shoot, Jack replies bluntly. Ryan steadies himself. Would you consider letting Ella tutor you again? Jack moves away. Why? Because Ella is going through a lot. You heard about her father's situation, I'm aware, Jack says. And why is that my problem? Just help her. Ryan says, acting noble. If this keeps up, her life is going to spiral out of control. It's not like you're broke. I promise she'll take the job seriously this time. I'll even chip in and teach you too. Your grades will soar, and we can all head to the same college. Once Ella's final exams wrap up, she'll be set and you're off the hook. Jack just stares at him. Ryan fidgets. Why are you looking at me like that? Do I look like a sucker to you? Jack scoffs. You two are cozy, yet you're asking me to hire her back. You want me to pay her salary so I can bankroll your lives again? Ryan bites his lip and meets Jack's icy gaze. It's peanuts to you. You once spent a fortune on her birthday. Total chump change. I'd rather build schools in the mountains than give Ella 1 more cent. I'm done being her ATM. I meant what I said. Jack stares. He's shocked Ryan had the nerve to ask. Talk about a thick skin. Doesn't he feel any shame, Ryan speaks? If you hate her just because of our relationship, you're being petty.